Well, I think the next guest can actually be called the uncle of South African comedy, if you will, because he's been right there since the beginning. In fact, in 1998, he was the very first black comedian to be making waves in the scene. And might I say that once South Africa went black, they never went back. I just had to say that right there. But since then, success has lined his path, performing at some of the biggest shows across the world. He was also the co-host of the 2007 46664 live music concert. And it's great to have him here with us, Mr. David Kau. Sir.
How are you?
How are you, sir? Man, it's good to see you. It's good to see you in
Thanks.
person, in real life.
I bring swag.
Oh, he's just blessed us with swag.
This is the new thing. You have to wear sunglasses indoors at some stage in your life.
Is that when you realize...
To be considered cool.
Okay, all right, so you're in that stage now, but I mean, you're the godfather.
Well, I've done that, so now I'm cool.
So people can catch you live now until the 9th of September at
Yes.
the Cape Town Comedy Festival.
At the Nando's Comedy Festival.
And it's gonna be a great one. Tell us about what people can look forward to. What are some of the big acts? Why should people come to see the show?
Michael Winslow, Police Academy, for me, that's enough. When I was introducing him in Soweto, you know. Never mind, he's just sold out in Edinburgh for the past 6 weeks before he came here.
Wow.
And he's constantly on tour all over the world. But just the fact that this is the guy we used to watch.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I saw 8 Police Academy feature films when I was growing up.
Yeah. He's actually coming on the show tomorrow, by the way.
Oh, he's awesome.
Yeah.
He'll probably do all the sounds.
Have you learned any of those from him?
Oh, yes. When we're doing a thing, we're working on some stuff together. I'm planning on going to Edinburgh with him next year. And when I was emceeing in Soweto, when I bring him off stage, we'll do something together. He's just awesome.
Wow. Mr. Winslow and Kau collaboration.
You know, yes, Orlando Jones.
Yeah?
Couple of Hollywood blockbusters under his name.
He's also going to be here.
And Lonely Love, one of the funniest women I've ever seen on stand-up, on stage. Little Rel, who I struggle to say his name.
Sounds like a rapper.
Spell Little Rel, but it's Little Rel.
Yeah.
Also very funny.
And of course, you too. Speak about yourself a little bit, man. You could be there
Brian
too.
Hayner, who's now emceeing the show.
Yeah.
I'm not important. You know, there's a new kid, 20-year-old UCT student. His name is Kalk Bezuidenhout.
Yeah?
Yes.
So talent from the mother city is going to be killing it out there.
It's also one of the best lineups on the festival. I started comedy 14 years ago on this festival.
Wow.
Yeah,
and I read something, you said
years.
that you had never ever done comedy before. In fact, the very first comedy show you saw was the one that you were in.
Pretty much.
So how do you get up on a stage not having had any experience at all and then you now have to crack jokes?
Well, I was in drama school. I studied performance diploma at UCT.
Yeah.
And to graduate in my 3rd year, you have to write your own one-man show.
Wow.
So someone saw me doing that and then booked me for the comedy festival then.
Yeah.
And that was pretty much, I haven't done anything else since.
And things were very different back then, I'm sure. I mean, because...
I was the only black, to summarize it. Wherever I went, in the building, whether the audience or performers, I was the only black. And then there were black people if I brought some to my shows.
To come and watch you
and it went on for a couple of years. I mean, I started with Kagiso Lediga in UCT, but mainstream to go and say, this is it, this is what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
You know, I kind of ran with it. And, you know, we worked on the Pure Monati show together.
That was brilliant. I hope someday they bring it back. I really, really missed that show. Would you do it again?
It's up to you guys.
Would you do it again?
Oh, no. I've moved on, man. I will produce it.
Oh, are you above that? Are you above that
No,
now?
but I mean, I need to let the new comedians... I've found so many new comics that I'm ready to just sit and watch them for the rest of my life, you know? It's just that I still enjoy this.
About when you started, 98, did many of the punchlines you hear these days right now, there's a bit of, you know, the black guy joke and the white guy joke and the Indian guy joke. Back then, you probably couldn't make those kind of jokes. Or could you?
Oh, we could. That's especially then, because no one else was making them.
Yeah.
And now there's like 100 black comedians that are making those jokes, you know, because it is what it is. This is the country we live in.
Yeah.
And we have to acknowledge the fact that we are black, white, colored, Indian, and now Chinese are black. And,
on the forms.
You know, so, and then we can move on. I think the mistake we made is try to just cover everything and, you know, put some sauce on it. We're all Rainbow Nation, and we try to just move on.
Yeah. I was talking to Ndumiso Lindi last week, and he's going to be doing his show at Gold Reef City. He was very, very nervous till his first one-man show.
It's his first, so...
Is it still hard for you, though, when you go on stage? Are there any nerves? Do you think, what if they don't laugh at that first punchline? What am I going to say then?
I think, honestly, after 14 years, if you were an engineer for 14 years, you would, if you were still nervous going to work, I would find that a problem. For me, at this stage, I would do this in my sleep if I have to.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
And tell me about going back home.
Being arrogant, but I've been doing it for 14 years.
You can claim it, take it like that. But going back home to Kroonstad, people there must be so proud of you, man.
Well, you know, it's always good to be loved at home first, whatever it is that you want to do, and then you take it out there. Yeah. So I think I'm some sort of a superhero at home. Even if it's just to my mother and my uncle and my cousins and the neighbors, that's enough.
But you also host a party there annually.
I've got an annual Christmas party on Christmas. Started at my mother's house. Now I've got 5,000 people that come there. Started at my mother's house 10 years ago. This would be the 11th year.
Dude, we need to get invites to that party and see what goes on there. Because I've heard rumors that it is one of the best parties to be at.
Every Christmas, Kroonstad shuts down. That's what we do from 12 p.m. to 6 a.m. the next morning on the 26th.
Ah, dude, absolutely amazing. It's great to have you here. We're going to be testing out your cooking skills in the kitchen a bit later.
Well, no one told me that.
Well, this is going to be happening, sir.
My wife is not going to be impressed because she would have given me a lesson first.
We'll see how he does in the kitchen. Now, of course, the action doesn't stop at Gold Reef City. Lots of entertainment happening there. Let's get the latest from Ewan.